Are you searching for a place where creativity and connection collide? Aryan sat nestled in the corner of the cafe. The aroma of coffee beans and old books filled the air. He loved the gentle hum of conversations. It was his haven, a place to write. Aryan was a man of few words. He poured his heart into his stories. Today he was stuck. His fingers hovered over the keyboard, but the words wouldn't come. A sudden clatter broke his concentration. A young woman, Maya, was struggling to pick up her art supplies. Paintbrushes and pencils had scattered across the floor. A wave of warmth washed over Aryan. He couldn't help but smile. It reminded him of the chaos that often fueled his own creativity. Without hesitation, Aryan rose from his seat. He bent down to help Maya. Their fingers brushed as they both reached for a stray paintbrush. A jolt of electricity ran through him. He looked into her eyes, a kaleidoscope of colors reflecting her vibrant spirit. "Here, let me," he mumbled, handing her the brush. "Oh, thank you," Maya exclaimed, her eyes crinkling at the corners with a grateful smile. "Clumsy me," she chuckled, gathering the rest of her things. For a fleeting moment their eyes met, holding a silent conversation. In that instant, Aryan felt a spark, a connection he couldn't quite place. Days turned into weeks. Aryan found himself drawn back to the cafe. He couldn't shake off the memory of the vibrant artist. He hoped for another glimpse of her, another chance encounter. But Maya seemed lost in the city's crowds. Aryan continued to write, the memory of their brief meeting fueling his words. One breezy evening, Aryan wandered into a street art festival. The air buzzed with energy. Art in all its forms lined the streets, a riot of colors and textures. As he turned a corner, a familiar face stopped him in his tracks. Maya, her face illuminated by a string of fairy lights, stood beside a breathtaking mural. It was a whirlwind of emotions swirling on the canvas. Aryan was mesmerized. He saw a kindred spirit in her work, a shared passion for capturing the raw essence of life. Mustering his courage, he walked towards her. "This is incredible, Maya," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. Maya turned, her eyes widening in recognition. "You from the cafe?" she exclaimed, a surprised but pleased smile spreading across her face. "You remember my name?" A wave of relief washed over Aryan. They spent the evening discussing art, life, and everything in between. As the night drew to a close, they exchanged numbers, a promise to stay connected, lingering in the air. Their conversations flowed effortlessly, late-night texts evolving into long phone calls. Aryan found himself looking forward to their exchanges. Maya's infectious laughter became a welcome sound in his quiet world. He learned about her dreams of opening an art gallery. She, in turn, listened with rapt attention as he shared his aspirations of becoming a published author. One day, Maya excitedly announced she was working on a new series of paintings. "They're inspired by emotions," she explained, her voice filled with passion. "I want to capture the feeling of joy, love, even heartbreak through colors and textures." Intrigued, Aryan offered to share some of his writing with her. "Maybe it can inspire you," he suggested, a hint of shyness in his voice, and inspire her it did. Maya found a unique energy in Aryan's words. His stories, filled with raw emotions and vivid imagery, became the muse for her artwork. She started incorporating lines from his poems and stories into her paintings. The words seemed to come alive against the backdrop of her vibrant colors. Their collaboration went beyond art. They spent hours discussing their creative processes, their fears, and their aspirations. Aryan, usually reserved and introverted, found himself opening up to Maya like never before. He felt seen, understood. Maya, in turn, discovered a depth in Aryan that went beyond his quiet demeanor. She was drawn to his kind heart and the way his words seemed to speak directly to her soul. The line between friendship and love blurred. The cafe where they first met became their haven. They would sit for hours, lost in their own world, their creative energies intertwining like the tendrils of a climbing vine. Aryan's words found new life in Maya's colors. Maya's art fueled Aryan's imagination. They were two halves of a whole, their souls resonating with a shared passion. One day, while reviewing his manuscript, Aryan stumbled upon a character sketch. It was Maya, her vibrant spirit jumping off the page. He realized his feelings for her ran deeper than friendship. The way her laughter filled his silences, the way her eyes lit up when she spoke about her dreams, it was more than just admiration, it was love. Meanwhile, Maya was preparing for her first solo art exhibition. She poured her heart and soul into her work, each stroke a testament to the love and inspiration she found in Arian. She longed to share this momentous occasion with him, her heart aching for him to see the depth of her feelings reflected in her art. The day of the exhibition arrived. The gallery buzzed with excitement. Arian stood beside Maya, his heart swelling with pride. As he looked at her, radiant and confident, he knew he couldn't hold back his feelings any longer. He leaned in, whispering, "Maya, there's something I need to tell you." Just as Arian was about to confess his feelings, a voice boomed from behind. "Arian, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you." It was his publisher, Mr. Kapoor, a stern man with a critical eye. He had been impressed with Arian's manuscript, but had reservations about its marketability. He felt it lacked a certain mass appeal. Mr. Kapoor, oblivious to Arian's personal moment, launched into a critique of his work. "Arian, you need to be practical," he asserted. "These whimsical tales, they won't sell. You need to write what people want to read. Thrillers, mysteries, those are the genres that sell like hotcakes." Across the room, Maya overheard their conversation. Her heart sank. She had poured her soul into her art, inspired by the very words Mr. Kapoor deemed unworthy. Doubt crept into her mind, whispering insidious thoughts. Was she wrong to believe in Arian and his dreams? Was their connection based on a lie? As if on cue, Maya received a call. It was from a prestigious art gallery in Paris, offering her a residency program. It was a life-changing opportunity, a chance to showcase her talent on an international stage. But the timing couldn't have been worse. Her heart ached for Arian, but the seeds of doubt had been sown. Section 6. The canvas cracks. The joy of the art exhibition faded into a blur for Maya. Arian, caught between his dreams and Mr. Kapoor's pragmatic advice, failed to notice the shift in Maya's demeanor. He was torn. He wanted to chase his passion, but the fear of failure loomed large. Days turned into weeks, their communication dwindling to a trickle. Maya, consumed by her own doubts and the weight of her decision, retreated into herself. The Paris opportunity beckoned, promising a future she had always dreamt of. But it came at a price, leaving behind the man who had inspired her art and stolen her heart. Arian, oblivious to the turmoil in Maya's heart, felt a growing distance between them. Her usual vibrancy seemed muted, her laughter strained. He tried to reach out, to rekindle the spark they shared, but Maya remained distant. One evening, Arian decided to surprise Maya at her apartment. He wanted to confess his feelings, to tell her how much she meant to him. But as he stood outside her door, he overheard a snippet of her phone conversation. "Paris," she was saying, her voice filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "Yes, I think I'm ready for a fresh start." Arian felt a cold wave wash over him. His heart shattered into a million pieces. He realized his worst fear wasn't rejection, but the thought of Maya leaving without knowing the depth of his feelings. He turned away from her door, the weight of unspoken words crushing his spirit. Section 7. A Heart's Masterpiece. The news of Maya's impending departure spread through their circle like wildfire. Arian, heartbroken and lost, threw himself into his writing, seeking solace in the world of words. He poured his pain, his regret, and his undying love for Maya into his stories. One day he received an invitation. It was for Maya's farewell art exhibition, a final showcase before her departure for Paris. His heart ached at the thought of seeing her, of saying goodbye. But he knew he couldn't let her go without a fight, without letting her know how he truly felt. The gallery was packed, filled with the murmur of conversations and the clinking of champagne glasses, but Arian only had eyes for Maya. She stood across the room, a vision in emerald green, her eyes reflecting a mixture of excitement and sadness. He navigated through the crowd, his heart pounding in his chest. As he stood before her, the world around them seemed to fade away. "Maya," he began, his voice trembling slightly, "this exhibition, it's breathtaking, but it's missing something." Maya looked at him, a flicker of confusion in her eyes. "What do you mean, Arian?" she asked softly. He took a deep breath, his gaze unwavering. "It's missing my heart," he confessed, his voice echoing through the silent gallery. "Because my heart belongs to you, Maya. It always has." Section 8. A year of inspiration. A hush fell over the gallery as Arian's words hung in the air. Maya's eyes widened in surprise, her hand flying to her chest as if to still her racing heart. The years of unspoken feelings, the doubts and fears melted away in the face of his raw, honest confession. Time seemed to stand still as they stared at each other, the weight of the moment settling upon them. Then, a slow smile spread across Maya's face, tears brimming in her eyes. She reached out, her fingers intertwining with his. "Oh, Aryan," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "I was so afraid." In that moment, surrounded by the art that had brought them together, Aryan and Maya found their way back to each other. The Paris opportunity, once a symbol of their separation, became a testament to their love. They decided to face it together, their bond strengthened by their shared passion and unwavering support for each other's dreams. A year later, Maya's art gallery flourished in the heart of Paris. It was a testament to their love story, a space where art and words danced together in perfect harmony. Aryan's latest novel, inspired by their journey, became a bestseller, his words touching the hearts of millions. They had found success both as individuals and as a couple, their love story proving that even amidst the chaos of life, destiny finds a way. Section 9, stay tuned for more. And so the tale of Aryan and Maya, the shy writer and the vibrant artist, became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that love can blossom in the most unexpected places. Their story, a testament to the power of creativity, passion and destiny, echoed through the halls of time, inspiring countless others to embrace the beauty of human connection. What did you think of their story? Leave a comment below and tell us which part resonated with you the most. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more heartwarming stories of love, art and the serendipitous encounters that shape our lives.